Hello again, everyone. Today we are going to continue to cover the sets data structure. So last time we learned the basic operations of how we declare a set. Or how we construct or create a set. For instance, create a set. If we want to create a set of players, say you're a big fan of Liverpool, um, like myself, um, how you declare a set here is by passing a list of players um, to the set function like that. So now we can to make this much easier to work with, much more readable. Let me just list some players here and show you how we can populate a set from a list. So a goalie would be Becker, Alison Becker, a player which is actually the captain, Jordan Henderson, and I believe a midfielder would be maybe Firmino, and two strikers, Sadio Mane, maybe another midfielder first, Coutinho, and two strikers, Sadio Mane and Mo Salah. All right, so we can get rid of these extra spaces now. Now we can see if we run this. This is looking good. It didn't give us any issues here. So this is really good. We created a set. Now what? To be able to actually practice the actual operations of union, a set union, or an intersection, we need another set. We cannot work with a single set like we saw last time. So let me create another team, say Barcelona. If you like Lionel Messi, I don't know anyone who doesn't like him. Um, so his team is Barcelona or Barsa, like that. That we're gonna create a set, and this set has some players. I usually like to start with the goalie, Ter Stegen, I think. Ter, Ter Stegen, like that. I don't know if I can spell correctly. I hope he forgives me if I don't. And then also Coutinho actually played for Barca as well. Coutinho. I'm really having a hard time typing today. Granted, the player names are from all over the world, and it's very difficult to learn or master all the spelling of all the different names from different cultures. Coutinho is definitely a player from Brazil. Ter Stegen, I think, is from Germany, clearly. Lionel Messi, I wouldn't have an issue typing his name. He's from Argentina. Vidal, I think, is from Costa Rica, if I am not mistaken, or maybe if not Costa Rica, I believe he would probably be from Paraguay. And Jordi Alba, that would be from Spain. And Griezmann would be from France, Griezman, I think. So, anyways, these are the player names of the two sets that we're gonna be working with. So, to let's just list the members of every team. So, having to work with listing the members of each team, that would be a really simple thing to do because it's just an iteration. Um, so using a for loop for a player in Liverpool, and then we can just print player name like that, and then we put the player object here, and then as you can see, we have all the player names listed from Liverpool. I can listing the Liverpool players. Can do the same thing. The more the merrier. The more you practice, the more you make it perfect. Listing the Barsa players. Like I told you today, I'm really having a hard time typing. I'm not sure why. But you will also come to forgive me as well. So, anyways, listing the Barca players is nothing different uh, from Liverpool for player in Barca, like that. And then if we print Barca player name, I'm gonna make it a little different from um, how I displayed the Liverpool players. So we have Jordi Alba, Vidal, Coutinho, Messi, Ter Stegen, and Griezmann. Okay, well, good. Nothing is exciting so far. To be able to actually work with these two lists now, we have to have an operation that involves these two lists. Let's for instance demonstrate the intersection. So we want to see the players who played for Liverpool and also played for Barcelona. So this is basically the question. List the players who played for Liverpool and also played for Barca. And so if we want to do this, we basically have to do the intersection between Liverpool, intersection with Barca. And then this is the intersection is supposed to be giving us something, right? If we actually do that, it gives us a set, right? So we can immediately work with that set and print the intersection of these two and see for common players in the intersection of Liverpool and Barcelona. And then here we can print a player who played for both teams. Actually, I don't like, I'm just gonna call it a player, like that. So, me run this again. Okay, the reason why we did not get anything because I had continue here spelled with an N, continue. That's not continue. His name is Coutinho. Again, he has to forgive me for that. So if we print here, then we see it continue here, and if we print there, we also gonna see it continue there. So now we should have Coutinho playing in both teams, which is revealed using the intersection. And as you can see for sure, we were able to see the players who played in both teams. The players who played in both teams. So if we want to get all the players, that would be the union list all the players of both teams. Then we are going to do a union. That's how we that's how we're gonna do it. Is essentially the players that played in either Liverpool or the players who played in Barca. So let's just do the union here. So we're gonna get the Liverpool union union Barca um, like that, and this is gonna give us a set. As a matter of fact, it looks like a dictionary here, but let me just print. And let's also print the type as well, because it makes perfect sense to know. So it's a set. It's giving me a set, and what I need to do now is to work with that set and display all the players who played in either team. Right? So I'm gonna do that. So the union here is going to give me a set. Then I'm going to loop over using for each, or the for here. It's always pronounced for each. Um, and now if I do the print here like that, players who played in either team like that, and that would be a player like this. And as you can see, the union is going to give us any person who played in any team. Doesn't matter which team it is. Okay. So now we were able to see the union and intersection. And then what else? What else can we think about? Um, maybe we need to see the difference between excuse me. Maybe we need to see the difference between Liverpool players and Barca players. So that um, would be the players that are not common in both players and both teams. So let's do the difference. Um, the difference, and remember here the difference would be related to the the set on the left. So if we start with Liverpool like that, difference um, difference Barca like that, that is going to give me the players who are different, who are different in Liverpool and not common in Barca. And so it will probably be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, everybody except Coutinho, because he is gonna be the one who actually played in Barca. So Liverpool here will be different by 5 players, but the difference here is not is about Liverpool. Let's do this and see. So we're gonna display the players who are different in Liverpool versus Barcelona. Now let's do a print like that. So that would be Liverpool difference player like that. And I'm gonna be displaying the oopsies. Okay. So as you can see, we gotten 5 players here. All of them are related to Liverpool. The difference for Liverpool, we have to realize here that the set to the left is the set on the focus that we focus on. So if I switch this, suppose now I want to do the difference for Barca like that, difference with Liverpool, then what do you think we're gonna get? Let's just do the for loop. So what do you think we're gonna get here? I think we're gonna get all the players in Barca except Coutinho. So we're gonna be seeing Ter Stegen and Messi, Vidal, Alba, and Griezmann. Because now Barca is the focus here. Barca is the one they set to the left. That's why the focus here. Like, I'm gonna give you a really simple example. When you say 9 minus 5, it gives you 4. So the focus here is 9. Okay, that's the same thing here. So Barca here would be minus Liverpool. So anything in Barca that is not in Liverpool. So let's just do the print statement here. And we're going to say Barca difference from Liverpool, like that. And we'll print the players, the player, I apologize again. And if we do that, we are gonna get everybody in the Barca team except Coutinho, because he is common in both of these guys. Like I said here, Coutinho exists in both of them. So the difference between Barca and Liverpool is these five players. Now suppose I want to get the what's it called, the symmetric difference. That would be very challenging for me to type and spell out today, because I cannot type today. But I'm gonna try. Now we want to see the symmetric. How do you spell the symmetric? Symmetric. I think the symmetric difference. And then we'll see. The symmetric difference here will be what? Will be, excuse me, showing the different players in Liverpool, and the different players in Barca, like that, together. So because we have a list, we have a set of 6 players here and 6 players there, and one of them is common, then I would imagine that we're gonna have 5 and another 5. We're gonna have a set of 10 people. The question is now, how do we type symmetric difference? That's my big challenge for today. So before I do that, I want to do the symmetric difference between Liverpool, symmetric underscore difference, and I'm hoping for the best here that I got it correctly. So Liverpool, and then this is I'm gonna pass the set, the Barca set, to the symmetric difference. And then this is gonna give me a set as we saw before. So I'm going to operate on the set, and for each player in that symmetric difference, we are going to print players. We call players in either in one team, not another, like that. So now if I print a player here, and as you can see, how many are those? This is 5, and this is another 5. Right. And it's really interesting because it is what happens is, as you can see, Messi belongs to Barca. Ter Stegen also belongs to Barca. Griezmann belongs to Barca, but Henderson belongs to Liverpool, and Firmino belongs to Liverpool. But Alba and Vidal belong to Barca. So you have to see here that you have to keep in mind that the difference here is not gonna matter which set is gonna be to the left versus the right, and all of the results are going to be put together in a set, and the set doesn't have any specific order. It doesn't honor any one of the original sets. It just put them together, creates a new set. 1 second. Okay, so now if we want to get the same symmetric difference, with Barca being to the left and Liverpool being to the right, and see if it's gonna make any difference, why not? We can do that. So we can say Barca symmetric. Is that correct? Symmetric difference, like that. And then we pass Liverpool here like this. And this is like we always know now that this is going to give me a set of players. And then I'm going to loop using the for each. And then I'm just going to copy this whole thing. And if I want to do, say, Barsa like that to the left, and then I'm gonna have Liverpool to the right, Liverpool. So we know if it's going to honor the order or not. My guess is it shouldn't really honor anything because it's going to create a new set that doesn't know anything about these former Liverpool or Barca at all. So let me run it, and it's giving me the exact same results. It's producing a list that it's mushed together from the two original sets. Or what I meant here is it's a set. So this is a new set that is constructed from these two guys here. It doesn't really honor any order of any sort, unlike the difference here, it does honor. So the symmetric difference here really doesn't make any difference. It basically gets the difference of these two sets and put them together in a new set. The only thing that will that will honor, that it will make sure that it will make sure that the new set has unique elements. It will never have any repeated elements. It will never have Messi twice, even if it will never have Messi twice, or Vidal or Salah or anyone else. So it will only honor the major difference between a set and a list, which will be the uniqueness of the elements stored in the list. So what we did today, we basically to summarize, we created two sets. Of soccer teams. One is both of them are from Europe. One is from England, and one is from Spain. Two legendary teams. And then we showed how we can iterate over each one of these teams to display the players in them. And then, so we basically did that for Liverpool, and then we did this also for Barcelona here. And then we wanted to see the players who played in both teams, and we actually have a real case here, which is Coutinho. Coutinho played both for Liverpool and Barcelona. So when we did this, we actually extracted Coutinho from both of from the intersection of these both sets. And then when we said we want to get all the players who played in either team, then we gotten all the players, all of them, including that would be the union basically. That would include Coutinho in with the two in the new set. So every player in each set will be displayed. So this is gonna give me a 12 players. And if you don't believe me, I can show you here the length like that. So I'm gonna get the length of the union, and this is supposed to be returning. Somebody died. I don't know why we're missing one. Right, because we should not be missing. Okay, I'm not sure who are we missing here. So we have Firmino, and let me see. These guys are 5. Right, because it did not because it's a list. Right, here's what happened. Because Coutinho happens to be in both teams, and there's only one Coutinho. Coutinho cannot be two players, and remember the uniqueness value of the uniqueness elements of each set. So Coutinho here happens to be listed once in the new set. So this is clearly the 12 elements that I mentioned was an incorrect statement. And clearly here, Coutinho is the same person, so he cannot be counted um, in the union of the two sets twice, because again, the set is not going to allow repetition. Now the difference, if we want to see the difference between Liverpool and Barca, and Liverpool is going to be to the left, then we do that from Liverpool's point of view. And then we see all the players who differ from Liverpool versus Barcelona. And if we do that from a Barca point of view, then we see all the players that belong to Barca and don't belong to Liverpool. And if we don't care, we want to see the symmetric difference, which means the players that did not play in either team, then it is not going to show me continue here. And maybe what I need to do is to maybe print um, the length here so we can see how many players, and that would be the symmetric difference. So it gave me here 10 players versus 11, because those are 11 players in both on both of the two lists. But here we only have 10, because that excluded Coutinho entirely, the symmetric difference, because it showed me the 5 players that are different in Liverpool versus Barcelona, and then the second part, it showed me the 5 other different players that never played for that differ from Liverpool. So clearly Coutinho here was excluded from this list. And if we do it the other way around, Barca versus Barcelona, as opposed to Liverpool versus Barca, from a symmetric difference point of view, we get the same set, and we also gonna get the exact number of players, which will be 10 players. Alrighty, thank you for watching, and that's it for today. We'll continue next time.